forgot the key to my fish box where I have my net, my cutting board. Grr. Alright, I gotta go back to the car. Gotta go back to the apartment. Get my stuff. Oh, I forgot my car keys. God damn. God damn. My key was literally laying under a bunch of random stuff on this bed. Gotta be more organized. Yes, finally. Bait cutting board. And my net. Alright, yeah, that'll be all. That's all I need. I forgot the wind mic for my GoPro, so I gotta run back to the apartment again. This is like my fourth or fifth. No, this is actually like my fifth or sixth time running back to the car. Second time going back to the apartment. This is why you need to be organized. You run into these problems. That just cost me a good 15-20 minutes going back to my apartment just for your viewing pleasure. Well, good morning, or should I say good afternoon. I was hoping it was morning, but you know, there's a few delays which set me back about an hour and a half for getting things, but it's all good. I'm out here in my marina just preparing the boat. Today I'm going on a solo trip. Gonna run out this way, out to Tavernier Creek. Then I'm gonna run out into the Atlantic and do some Patchreef fishing. The main goal for this trip is to get some big juicy mangrove snappers. I'm gonna be using my battle reels, and this one here I got just mono on, and I'm gonna actually take that off here in a second and put on some of this braid god line. I'll let you guys know a little more about that in just a second. I'll show you what I'm working with in here for bait. I got, well, Chips Ahoy, that's bait for myself. I got 2 chum blocks, and then I got 2 packs of squid in there, and I got some tuna, and hopefully I can catch a few more mullet, but I know once I get out there I'll be able to find some ballyhoo, so I'm not too worried about bait. I should be fine. As soon as I'm anchored up and I have that chum slick out, I'll be able to catch plenty of bait just right off the back of the boat as I need it. A lot of you guys send me messages asking for spots to catch fish at, and I'm gonna give you a little secret. Once I get out there, I got a little tip for you on where you can find some really good spots online that pretty much will always guarantee you fish. So I picked up some of this god line. It's a multicolor braid fishing line. Their slogan, one more cast. I actually really like that line. I use that one on my girlfriend a lot. Just one more cast usually turns into another 20-30 casts. But I have this pen battle reel here, and I have mono on it right now, and I'm not too big of a fan of having mono on these spin fishing style reels. There's just a lot of stretch in the line. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take all of this old mono line off of here. Alright, there we go. Empty spool ready for a fresh, new, juicy line. So here's a little trick that I like to do with these. I'll take it out of the package and I will poke a hole into the top here. Just like that. Just so you have a little hole. You'll take your line out. This is a 20-pound, 329 yards of braid. So there we go. And what you want to do is put your spool back in the case and then have it come out of that hole, close it up. So then, see, as you pull, it'll spin inside of there. So this is a really good technique that I kind of came up with. I don't know if it's a well-known technique or anything. I've never heard of anyone else doing it, but this is how I do it. So then I just tied around here. Just tied it on there. Let's take a seat. So all I'm gonna do now is, since the line is coming out of here, I'm just gonna put that over there in the corner, kind of hold it with my foot so it doesn't go sliding everywhere. Let me strategically hold this here with my foot. And there. See how quickly you can spool up your line? Now, one of the reasons that I'm trying out this God line is, well, really it's the price of it. It's half the cost of Power Pro. Is $15 for 329 yards, and Power Pro, that'll run you about $29 for 300 yards. So you're actually paying about twice as much for 29 yards less when you go with Power Pro. The saying is usually you get what you pay for, but so if it's half the cost of Power Pro, is it going to be half as bad? I don't know. It might be just as good, so we'll see. Look, I don't even need my foot now. No foot, no foot. Man, I'm turning into a real pro now at this point. This spool looks full to me. I don't want to overpack it because then you run into more issues down the line. I'll go ahead and snip it off there. And there we have it. That's how you really can quickly spool your reel with some of this Braids Pro God line from fishingsir.com. Boom. So I have the 20-pound braided God's line, and I'm going to use this 30-pound leader. I'll probably use, yeah, maybe 4 to 3 feet a leader is fine, and then I'll just tie braid to leader directly. Okay, like this, and then you pull it nice and tight, just like that. Boom, there we go, braid a line. Beautiful. Trim the ends off. Give it one nice tug. Make sure it's real tight, and there we go. Then I'll cut this off at about 4 feet. Perfect, and I'll do the hook and the weight once we're offshore because I need to get out there. I'm spending too much time in the marina. God damn, Heiko. Whoa, I got one mullet. Whoa, it's slippery. This rate, I'm never gonna have enough mullet. evening fishing trip. Patchreef fishing, target species, mangrove snapper, one of my favorite to eat. Come on, let's do it! Woo! Oh yeah! Another beautiful day. I've made it to the promised lands of monster mangroves. I've actually snorkeled here before, and I've seen some huge mangroves, like beasts. 22+ inch mangrove snapper in schools of like 4 and 5. There's a big old rock right there. You can see that. So I'm gonna kind of scout around, drive around for like 10 minutes and see where I see most activity, and then pick the right place to anchor, and the fishing shall begin. Yeah, so right there is a nice little rocky patch that I want to fish. This right up here is there's a sandy patch pretty much that we're going over right now. That's what I'm going to throw the anchor on. All right, this looks good. This looks good. One nice mighty throw. Wow, Heiko, impressive. So this anchor is designed to just kind of dig into the sand and should nicely hold us here. Let's hope it catches. So I'll wait for the anchor to catch us, and then I'll see if we line up right on here, and if we do, it's time to start fishing. If not, redo. All right, attempt number 2. Big dreams on this one. All right, third time is the charm. I really hope it is. We're at this spot. And in a little bit, I'll tell you a little bit more about this spot. I already see a barracuda behind the boat. I don't even have chum out yet. Those greedy little barracudas. I didn't bring any wire, so I have nothing to try to catch that barracuda with. All right, step 1 is always getting the chum ready. It's the first thing you want to do, is put couple nice chum bags out. If you live in Key Largo, definitely go to the Key Largo Fisheries. That's where you can buy chum in cases of 6 or 7, and you will save so much money compared to going to other places. You know what? The nice thing about that chum bag is you can just let it float. So I don't even have to worry about it. I just have to whoop, make sure my aim is good with the chum. Yep. That's right. Two chum blocks. It's a party. I'll get some squid defrosting. I'll put that on my cutting board already. There we go. And voila, a beautiful station. Where's my knife? Of course, I always bring my fillet knife sharpened, ready for action. All right, back to the famous Heiko Winkler rigging station. So what we got here is the new braid I put on earlier, going to about about 4 feet of, so 20 pound braid going to 30 pound mono. The first thing I'm going to put on is just this. Actually, no, the first thing I'm going to put on is a weight. This is like a 1/2 ounce weight, I think. depending how much the current's ripping, you could put on a heavier weight. We're only in about, let's see, 14 feet of water, so I don't need anything heavy. You could even free line in this shallow water. But I'm gonna try to, there's a lot of little yellowfish. I wanna get down past the yellowfish. I don't wanna catch those little yellowfish. I wanna catch the big mangrove snappers that are lurking around down there. Because I've seen them. I've seen them. The reason I use this ball is I just don't want the weight ever messing with the hook. So it kind of gives it that little bit of a handicap safe zone, I guess you can call it. There's already tons of yellowtail back there. Let's cut off a piece of this squid and start fishing. I mean, after all, the main rule of fishing is having a line in the water. If you don't have a line in the water, you're probably not going to catch anything. A lot of times when I go solo fishing, I'm so busy like getting ready to fish and finding the spot and everything, I forget that all I need to do is just put something in the water. That's all there is to it. Oh, I'm on already. Yeah, let's see. I knew this was gonna happen. Tons of little baby yellowtail down there. Oh, bother. I'm here for the mangroves, guys. Nice clean hook though. Beautiful fish. Get down. There he goes. And you know what? I can just reuse this bait. Oh, I'm on already. This feels a little better. And a little bit bigger of a yellowtail. They're slippery, yeah. There we go. Nice hook right through the top lip. I want to get some light on him. Actually, you know what? I'll put some light on a bigger one. He can go. Adios, amigo. Check that out. I can reuse that same bait. Easy peasy. Just want to catch something big. Something that I can take home and put in the pan. I already know what I'm cooking today. I want a mangrove snapper, fried mangrove snapper cubes. Ooh, that's what I've been dreaming about for a while now. Ballyhoo are starting to show up. Ballyhoo, cut ballyhoo will be really good bait to get those mangrove snapper. And I'm on. Yeah, another baby yellowtail. Check him out in the light. Look at those. Ah, there's a rock right next to the boat, right down there, and I'm seeing if I can get a snapper off of it. A mangrove snapper, not a yellowtail, please. Is there like an anti-yellowtail hook I can use? Oh, I could just use a bigger hook. I'll probably switch to a bigger hook in the next 10-15 minutes if I just keep catching these guys. Yes, the mangrove snapper! Yes, I had a feeling when he struck it was something else. See, I hate it when they do this. They'll close their mouth and they will not open their mouth. So it's really tough to get your hook out of there. See, he's not going to let me take the hook out. So maybe I can pull the bait out. You know what? I'm going to switch to a bigger hook just so I don't have this problem anymore. He's actually just barely legal, but I'm looking for a big one, so he's gonna get to go back home. And here's the small hook we were using before. Now we're switching to a size 3 hook, which you can tell is a nice chunk bigger than that one. So we'll put on the bigger hook, and hopefully that'll prevent us from catching those smaller fish, and it'll be easier to take the hook out of the mouth if the smaller fish does manage to scoop it up. There we go, pull it tight. That's how it should look right there. Cut the tag end off. So there we go. See what we catch. Ooh, I got something way back behind the boat. It feels small though, whatever it is. Yeah, it looks like a oh, nice. A different type of snapper. Check this guy out. I'm gonna put a big old juicy squid body on here. Let's right down here on this rock. I think I keep seeing something big down there, so let's see if I can get it to eat. Got something here. Another one of these guys. Okay. He looks just like the other one, but he doesn't have a black spot. Oh, I think I got something. Something small. This big hook is, oh, there he goes. Big hook makes it much easier to unhook those little fish. I think I'm going to cast net for a ballyhoo now because it is time. I use some bigger, fresher cuts of bait so I can catch bigger, meatier stud muffins. Oh, this blue Gatorade. Yes. I have one live mullet. I'm gonna hook him right here in the back. All right, I'll just let him go kind of right behind the boat and we'll see what's down there. If there's a big mangrove snapper, it's definitely gonna eat this guy. I see a big barracuda swimming down there. Probably not the best situation. Ooh, feisty little guy. Using my other rod now. Just another little guy. I still got the mullet out there on this rod. Hopefully something will pick it up. Yeah, I got some. Perfect. All right. On my second rod, I'm gonna switch out the small little circle hook it has on it right now from last time we went yellowtailing. And I'm gonna put on this guy right here. And we're gonna put a nice chunk ballyhoo on there. And there we go, that's the ballyhoo chunk we're gonna use. Toss this bad boy right behind the boat. See what we can pull up. Yes! Oh no! No! Barracuda's got my... No! Barracuda just got my beautiful snapper. He's gonna pay. Woo! Let's stay away from the anchor line, buddy. Shoot! Okay, there we go. Ah, we're still on. Yeah, Barracuda, you think you can take my dinner and get away with it, buddy? Not in a million years, friend. Not in a million years. Whew, he's big. He's big. I'm debating if I want to keep him for deep drop bait or if I should just let him go. I do want to go deep dropping next week, so Barracuda is my favorite bait. So maybe I will keep him. If I can land him. I mean, I'm just on 20-30 pound mono on here. So this is definitely a big fish. Now, he's pulling so hard, I'm worried he's gonna break the line if I tighten the drag anymore. I'll tighten it a little bit. Whoops. My ballyhoo chunk is stuck on there. Woohoo! Telling you, I'm having some fun right now. He's big. He's a big barracuda. I've decided I'm gonna try to land him, and if he's gonna ruin my day, I'm gonna ruin his day, and I can use him for bait so he can make up for the fish he just stole from me. I can use him to catch more fish on the wreck. There's so many of these guys down there. It's 30 pound mono. He still hasn't managed to break it. People that say to use wire, psh. Scoffs. He's hard to move. He's heavy. All right, I gotta bring him to the all right, if I can get him up here. I got the gaff right here. Let me move this rod down. He's probably scaring every snapper in a quarter mile right now. All right, here we go. The gaff moment of truth. Ah, shoot, just out of my reach. Just out of my reach. I'll get him this time. Wasn't ready. All right, didn't get him close enough. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't hit the boat. Oh. Come on, Heiko. Use your inner strength right now. One-handed monster gaff. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, that's how you land a barracuda on mono solo. No problem, boys, no problem at all. There we have it. On about, I think it's a 30-pound, yeah, 30-pound mono. Straight mono to a hook right there. And he's gonna be deep drop bait. So I'm pretty excited about this guy. He's huge. Oh wow, look at that. My hook just popped right off of him. Right at the end there, he just bit it and it popped, so cool. Put one of those hooks back on and try again, I guess. This guy comes by and shows me a nice juicy fish. A little tail. That's what's up. Man, that guy's trolling for grouper. He just showed me a nice grouper and he's trolling along here. That's what I need to do next. And the problem with fishing solo is I spend more time re-rigging all my stuff constantly than there's actually a line in the water. If there's two people here, there would at least always be a line in the water. The heck, that just snapped? Are you kidding me? Finally, after like 20 minutes of mayhem and re-rigging, I'll drop it right in the same spot where that other mangrove was. Oh yeah, I got something on that ballyhoo chunk. Ah, nice mangrove snapper. This is what we're looking for, guys. Oh, I'm actually really relieved. Really happy. It's a good looking mangrove. Nice, juicy. Exactly 12 inches. He's going in the ice box. Might be time for me to have some cookies. I can see a big mangrove down there, like a monster. I just have to entice them to take my ballyhoo. Fresh ballyhoo, fresh ballyhoo. 25 cents. Come get it. Get your fresh ballyhoo at the Heiko's magical boat stand. No hooks, no tricks. Oh, this feels good. Yes, this feels really good. Whoa, it's a yellowtail. A nice one too. What are the chances? I thought only babies hung out here in the shallow waters. I guess not. He's almost 14 inches. So he's definitely over the legal limit. He's not a monster, but he's juicy, juicy. I'm gonna cut the tail off of this. I'm gonna cut the tail and the head off of the barracuda and put it back in the water. There's the tail, big barracuda tail. We don't need that for bait, and we also don't need the head. When you throw big chunks of fish in the water like that and they sit on the bottom, I've noticed when I go spearfishing, it tends to draw in the grouper, and the grouper will just chill around. So maybe we can snag a grouper before the sun goes all the way down. There it is. Barracuda head. Look at that. Pretty sweet picture, huh? Jump! So that'll go down there, and soon we'll have probably some big grouper. All right, we're gonna do another fresh chunk of ballyhoo here. So fresh, I almost want to eat it. Well, as you can see, the chum bag is pretty much just sinking almost straight down. Because there's no current right now. It's pretty much slack tide, which is not very good for Patchreef fishing because you want your chum to be taken away with the current so all the fish can build up behind the boat. And it seems like all the fish are like directly under the boat, just some small yellowtail and ballyhoo, but I'm still confident there's something down there for us. Half a very fresh ballyhoo now. Hopefully we can produce something here with this guy. There's definitely fish being marked down there, and I can see them. Just gotta get to them. So you wanna know how to find a lot of fishing spots in your area? I would suggest checking out flfishingspots.com. They have maps. Pretty much all of Florida, every area is covered. They have maps for Key Largo, middle of the Keys, down in Key West, Indian River. They have the Gulf side. They have up in Jacksonville area. They have Mosquito Lagoon where the redfish and snook are popping. Tons of maps on that site. You can plug it right into your Simrad or Garmin or whatever GPS device you have, or you can put it into your computer and you can get Google Earth and it'll actually put all the spots into it, and you can like fly around and look at them. Every spot will tell you the depth, the type of fish they catch, the baits you should use. And I'm not gonna lie, just in this stretch from Isla Mirada up to Key Largo, there's probably 250 plus spots marked on that map. You'll never run out of places to fish. Instead of asking me, where do I fish? Exactly, like if you want GPS coordinates. Oh. All right, I just had a hook up here in the middle of explaining what Florida fishing spots was all about, which is kind of funny. I hope it's not a barracuda. Well, let's see what we got here. I don't even have my sunglasses on right now, so I can't see anything. Oh, it let go. Dang. Well, in the middle of me talking about where to find fishing spots, I got a nice little bite there, but I was fighting it. I was like one hand trying to reel it in, other hand trying to put my GoPro on, so I got off. We'll keep fishing. We'll put some more on the boat. All right, I took the weight off, so now it's just maybe 5 feet of mono, 30-pound mono, going straight to braid. No weight or anything, and I'm just gonna kind of let this guy go back, naturally float back with the current, which there isn't much of, so it'll be more of a sinking. Hopefully this will look more natural and entice more of a bite. Oh, here we go. Oh, another yellowtail. Oh, I'm gonna catch so many ballyhoo that I don't need this squid anymore, so I'll start chumming with that squid. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how you get fresh ballyhoo. Chuck all this nasty squid out there too. It's getting near the end of the day, so it's time to chum heavy. Get rid of everything. I also have this bag of leftover tuna. These pieces are actually really good for trolling, but I don't feel like bringing them back home. This was my deep drop bait. I don't know why I brought that. That was stupid. Well, I chummed like a dog, and now I'm gonna let my little butterfly piece of ballyhoo drift back, and hopefully we hook up on something nice and juicy here. Things got me. Oh yeah. Oh, I think it's a grouper. It's still on, it's still on. Woo! It's trying to go for the rocks over there. Yeah, it's trying to go right for the rocks. All right, it's a little tired now. They'll come in a little faster. Come on, please be a grouper. All right, let's see what this could be. It's kind of swimming weird, like. I wonder if it could be a shark. Just like a very stubborn, strong fish. It's trying to go for the rocks though, which makes me feel like it might be a grouper. It's a monster mutton snapper. A monster mutton snapper. Like no joke. It's a monster. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, boys! Yeah, that's what happens when you go to the right spots. Free lining. You free line that fresh ballyhoo, Man, and you will hook up on the big stud McMuffin. It's no joke. Holy scheisse, man. I'm gonna end it on that. I bet there's some big fish out there, but actually, no, scratch that. I'm gonna cast out another line. Look at it just chilling over there. Whap! I need to measure this guy. Where's my ruler at? Oh, he's more than 24 inches. You can see that. It's like 27 and a half about. You could probably stretch it to 28 if you're trying to desperate, but no, this is a beautiful fish. Oh, very beautiful fish. That chum brought him out. Heavy chumming. That's the key. Heavy chumming. I should make a song about that. Well, I sent a picture of this to Beata and I asked her if she likes my mutton. Wonder what she'll say to that. We're definitely having fried snapper cubes today, that's for sure. I thought it was going to be some mangrove snapper cubes, but I think we can all agree, woo! It's mutton cube time. Now that's a big old fish right there. A monster. It's freaking huge. Look at this thing. Well, I think I brought too small of a cooler. Yeah. Sure makes these other guys look small. All right. Perfect. Yeah, okay. You might be asking yourself, is that boy putting another bait out? Yes, I am. The sun is going down, but I would love to put another trophy on the boat. If I caught another trophy, I'd probably release him, honestly. So I'm chumming a little bit here with these ballyhoo pieces. And I will throw out a piece of my own. All right, there we go. Chunk of ballyhoo. And all we're gonna do is let it free line behind the boat. Just let it float with the other chunks I threw out. And the big one will come and scoop it on up. Well, I just put the chum bags out. That should hopefully start some sort of feeding frenzy. I think I might have something here. Oh, I'm on. Oh, holy crap. Whatever it is, it's huge. Here I go. Oh my. This must be another huge mutton, I bet. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's what I came here for. A big old mangrove. Where's the net? Oh, it's right under me. Oh no, it's another mutton. Okay, all right. All Alright, got the hook out. See how big he is. Mutton snapper have to be 16 inches. Oh, he's 16 and a half. He's a legal mutton snapper, but you know what? I caught that big one, and that's plenty of meat for me. Oh, jeez. So I'm gonna let this guy back. One day I'll come back for you when you're 2-3 times as big. There. Oh, something just grabbed a hold of me again. This one's swimming kind of funny. Wonder what it could be. Oh, it's a grouper. Look at this guy. Really cool looking guy. I believe that's a black grouper. Baby black grouper. Real cool looking fish. Nice and big mouth, so it's really easy to work with them. Get the hook out of their mouth. Boom, just like that. All right. We'll let him back. Whoop, right to the bottom. All right. Just washed. Just gave the boat a real nice washing. Temporary washing, of course, of course. Time to get the anchor. My favorite part. There we go. Engine's on. Acting like a two-stroke, as you can see. So put the boat in gear a little bit. Make it a little easier for me to pull in the anchor line. All right, all right. Well. And the anchor on top. There we go. Ooh. It's a monster. Well, I don't have much battery left on my GoPro, so I'm gonna try to fillet him real fast. Or I'll just show you me filleting half of him, since I only have like 2 minutes of GoPro left, so it should be fine. Look at this beast. Beauty. Just amazing colors. These colors almost match the sunset. Alright, I didn't bring my knife sharpener, but hopefully this will work just fine. Be easier if the fish was a little straighter. Flatten him out a bit. There we go. Just cut along the bones. Oh shit. Okay, I'm trying to cut over the ribs. Yeah, I'm trying to prevent that. There we go. And this meat right here is kind of stuck to the ribs. Which is okay, I'll cut that off later. I can like fry that piece or something. Skin it real quick. Just like that. Oh. Perfect. There you go. Got most of the red meat off. I'll trim some of it off too, just like that creates that fishy taste that, you know, most people don't want, so I'll cut it all off. Nice piece of mutton right there. We're gonna cube this up, make some fried mutton snapper cubes. Here's our two nice fat fillets. Oh, Nelly. Whoa. You're right, I think this is the best fried fish. Mmm. Oh. It's Christmas. Oh, I grabbed the hottest one on the plate. Mmm.